Hey Bills, we are back with another video. Long time no see. We are starting off with our thermal shield protectant. You don't want to use too much of that product because it's very heavy if you do. You want to make sure that you use enough so that way it protects the hair, but if you use too much, then you know further down the lines the tracks won't stick. Now, the number one tip and trick to a very slick ponytail is making sure that you have a very good silk press prior to. Now, what you see me doing right now is making sure that the hairline is completely pressed out. Now you want to make sure that you're finishing pressing out the rest of the hair, making sure that your flat iron is not too hot. Now what we're doing is sectioning out the swoop, making sure that our parts are super clean. Anytime you do a ponytail, you want to always make sure you section out the sides by where the ears are on both sides. Starting in the back, you want to use your Got2b spray and make sure you really spray the hair to where it's kind of damp and just kind of comb it through so that we can make sure it gets on every single hair strand. Depending on the client's hair texture, you may have to work in sections when you're in the back. Now what I'm doing is combing the hair into a ponytail. Right now, it's called the molding method. We are combing into a ponytail and just going to make sure we get it as slick as possible. The ponytail itself doesn't have to be super tight right now because we are going to take it down later and do the actual ponytail. But right now, we're just focusing on molding it. Now, girl, we're going to make sure that we really spray that hair, okay? So spray it again. Don't be stingy with that Got2b, okay? Now what we're doing is we're taking our edge brush and we're brushing it to make sure that we really get every single hair and the hair is as smooth as possible. Now I'm taking my blow dryer and making sure it's on the cold setting, and I'm just kind of drying the hair. Then I'm spraying it again. Work in sections so that way it's easier and it dries faster. Now once it's completely dry, you want to start combing it. Take the hair down, start combing it, put it into a new ponytail. I do like to use the thicker rubber bands for ponytails because I feel like that it's more sturdy. Then again, you're going to spray it again and you're going to take that blow dryer on the coolest setting and just run your hands over it and just dry it. Now I'm sectioning out the edges. She doesn't really like too much. She likes a more of a natural edge, so that's what we're doing. And then I'm just going to go ahead and comb that side part that we had sectioned off into the ponytail, doing the same exact step. I do use a small rubber band because you don't want it to be too tight. And then once it is in the ponytail, then you spray it. Now we're laying down the track. We'll lay down 3 tracks. Be sure to press out each track before laying it down. You need clean parts so that way the glue doesn't get on her hair. Spray each section with Got2b and blow dry on cool. Brush the hair so that it's smooth. Now we're going in with our edge booster. You can use any color. It doesn't really matter. They all get the job done. Little goes a long way. Make sure you press it out afterwards. Then you brush or comb it. You want to make sure you spray each section and you comb it through so that way it gets on every hair. And then you want to work in sections and just blow dry it on cool. If you remember those 3 things, it's not a swoop you can't do. Work in sections, blow dry on cool, and use that Got2b. Don't be stingy. Now we're going to make a braid with her real hair. That's going to go underneath the bun. When you're done with your braid, wrap it into a bun. Use the black strips. Secure it with glue at the end. Cut the rest of the paper off. Now we're using our Organique water curl. We're going in with a 18-inch, super curly, super fun. I love Organique. You want to make sure you wrap it with the hair glue, wrapping it onto the paper. Do not glue her hair. Now we're going to section off a little piece so that way it can be the base of the ponytail. You want to make sure you spray it with the Got2b and secure it with that glue again, girl. Blow drying on a cool setting. Now you want to fluff out the hair by slightly combing through with your brush or your comb and just kind of ball it up and wrap it around with a rubber band. Then you're going to take your hairpins and kind of pin it into place. Notice I said hairpins and not bobby pins. Don't play with me. Now we are all done and about to do these edges, girl. Make sure your flat iron's not super high. You don't want to burn nobody's edges off. Now you want to curl up with the flat iron and use that Got2b and blow dry on a cool setting. Just use your fingers, use the end of your comb so that way it don't get stuck to your fingers. And then you want to go in with your oil sheen because, baby, we are done. I know you see that. We are done. Okay, don't play with her.